Thank you, Lily. Assalamu alaikum and very good evening, every one of you. A very warm welcome to familiarization of U3A, especially the new members. We'd like to welcome you to this session. And this is, tonight we're going to have interaction between the AJK or the committee members of the U3A and the members, new members of the U3A. And tonight's the opportunity for you to ask questions, to get to know the courses better, and any doubts that you might have, this is the opportunity for you to ask questions. My name is Hamdan. Again, if you not seen me before, my name is Hamdan. I'm the president of U3A. And tonight is the best opportunity for you to ask questions and to get to know the courses of U3A. So without further ado, I would like to invite my colleague, Madam Lily Fu, the Deputy President of U3A, for further detail of the program.
Thank you, Mr. President. So I'll take over from here. First of all, I'd like to welcome all of you again. And I understand that you may have a lot of questions to ask, but hold on to your questions first until a bit later, because we do have a question and a Q&A later. And if you want to ask a question, you can unmute yourself, or you also have the option of typing your question in the chat box, or even giving us some comments, whatever. You can put them in the chat box and we will look at the questions later on. Okay, we do have a program, a lineup of our AJK who will answer your questions. But first of all, they will introduce their different sections of the process of procedure to you. Let me just start off first by introducing all our social media platforms to you. Let's begin with our U3A Facebook. And for this, I will, just hang on. Because I understand that a lot of you do not know where to get information and so forth about our courses. So here, I will just guide you through our Facebook. You can just Google it, this is not our Facebook, this is our website. So let me just go through, Mansur. Either one is okay, whether it is Facebook or website. Okay, this is our Facebook. Yes, as you can see up there, this is the link. Easy to find it, just www.facebook.com/U3A Malaysia, /U3A Malaysia. You Google U3A Malaysia on Facebook and you get this page. Okay, right. All the information is there. However, because the nature of Facebook is such that if you don't catch it today, newer posts will override the older ones. So you need to scroll. You need to scroll to explore what we have, the content and information. So if you scroll, can we do a bit of scrolling here, Mansur? Yeah, you just, so we can just hang on, stop there. So on this side, I do not see whether the cursor is there. Can you see the link here? There's a website link, right? U3A KL sell.wixsite.com/Malaysia. Now this one will take you directly later on, right? Will take you directly to our website. So anytime we want to go out to our website and you can't remember the link, you can go through the Facebook because you can find the link there. So can you scroll down a little bit? Mansur, scroll down just to show them what we have on our Facebook, right? So when you scroll, you can find a lot of information, whether it is about today's seminar, and the link is also provided a little bit faster, and then you can see. So later on, hello, please mute yourself, otherwise we can hear your private conversations. So you can see even the strength training. There is something about strength training here, and prospectus lower down. So just explore. When you are, in the comfort of your own home, when you have time, do visit our Facebook and explore. Just scroll and explore. So you get familiar with what the content is all about and how to go about certain procedure. So Mansur, can we look at the website link again and we go through from there? Yeah, okay, you got it. So once you click on the link that we showed you earlier on our Facebook, you will go straight away into this. This is our website. Right, as you can see there, we have over 50 courses to choose from. And later, our AJK Sophie will guide you through some of our courses that we are going to offer this year. Okay, let's look at the pages on top, right? You have home, and then next to that, you have about us. Could we have a look at that, about us? Yes, so if you want to know how we started, when we started, and you know what our objectives are, our vision, our mission is all there. So find the time to read through if you want to know more. And next page, Executive Committee. Yeah, so this is our current committee. So you can see the names are there, our advisors, our founding advisor, first advisor, as well as the current one, and the rest of us. So I understand some people have already text me or text some of our AJK to ask, when you want to sign up for membership, the new ones, first-time applicants, they had a bit of problem with the question about name 2 proposals. Because they're new first time, they do not know anyone, any name to fill in. So if you have that kind of problem, you go to this page and feel free to put in any 2 names from here, except for the advisors, of course, right? You can choose any of the AJK, the names of any of the AJK as 2 of your sponsors. Proposals. Okay, so yeah, could we go to the next one, which is announcements? Under announcements, it is of course announcing for today. Today's event is there, and the link is there. Could you just scroll down? Scroll down, and over here the announcement. We are also announcing the March courses. In fact, the first one you see here, strength training. 2 of the groups are already closed. So our advice is to you is that once you have studied the prospectus and you have decided what courses you want to register for, please do so as soon as possible, ASAP, right? Because some of them will close. We have what we call a maximum and a minimum limit for classes. So just register as soon as you have paid, right? And for this one, we have identified or selected 14 courses that are going to begin very soon. In fact, maybe about 10 days more in March. The first courses will go ahead on the 7th of March. So there's not really much time left. Could we have a quick look, Manso, at all the 14? Because these are the ones that we advise you to register quickly. Just scroll down. Scroll down. Yeah, so we have Tai Chi, we have strength training, we have Mandarin, we have art, we have guitar, we have, yes, some more, healing power of singing. We have watercolor painting, very popular. We also have Islamic Aqidah, an entrepreneurship for seniors, and Japanese language and keyboard, a new course, keyboard, ukulele as well for those who are into music. And the last one here is digital skills. Now, I myself, I'm signing up for this one because there are lots to learn as well, applications, and nowadays we are doing so much on our handphone. So a good course to sign up for, digital skills, which starts in March, I think 12th of March. So what you see there, 12th of March to 23rd of April, it shows you the duration. And then 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. shows you the time, and then the instructor, Dr. Wong Chui Yin. Okay, so let's move on to the next page. Next page is course schedule. I won't go into details, but you can always come back to this page to have a look, because later on, Sophie will guide you through the course schedule. This is where you find the courses, the time, the day of the week, and so forth, right? Next one. Next one would be the scope. And again, I won't go through this in detail because Sophie will introduce this to you. The scope gives you more details, more information about each of the courses. For example, if you would like to sign up for, let's say, declutter. What is declutter all about? Then you check, right? Where you find declutter, it will have a kind of information on what you're going to learn, what the instructor is going to share with you in her course, declutter course. So yes, next. Fees and registration. And for fees and registration, we will have our treasurer to guide you through this. She will explain to you how to calculate the fees. and how to make payment and what to do with the bank, the slip, right? Right, next. Next, we have gallery. Now, gallery, not all are here, but quite a number of our courses offered this year are posted here. So you can, your own time, just browse and look at the pictures, you know, the code. You need to have the code, right, to register. At least get some idea of what it's all about. Yes, next one. The last one. Location. Location, if you would like to know where our office is actually based in the Institute of Penyelidikan Penuaan Malaysia, IPPM, or in English for short, we just say My Aging. It is situated in UPM, Sedang. And our office, could you scroll, please? Scroll down. I think there's a picture of our office. Huh? Yeah, okay. So this is where our office is situated. Not the whole building, of course, you know. As you enter one of the rooms, that's where our office is. And we would strongly advise you, because now we have SOP and COVID and all that, if you would like to be at the office to meet Mr. Tang is here. You can see him and the AJK participants. You make an appointment with him. You call, the numbers are all there. You call him, and if you want to make an appointment, call him first to make sure that he's there. But for most of our procedures and processes, right, is online. Right, and then there's a map showing you how to get there. Could you just scroll up a little bit? Yeah, so that's our location. Okay, it's all there. You can go through, you know, slowly in your own time. And the last page. Yes, contact us. Right, so here is where you can contact us. And if you look at our later, our Facebook, it says that we are very responsive. So if you want to contact us with a message, you'll get within an hour or so, you get the reply, right? If you don't, it's because, you know, busy a bit because registration period. You can also contact us through other ways, by phone, WhatsApp, and so forth, or email or message here. All right. And I think I've walked you through the website. Next, could we just look at our Rakan group and followed by the Telegram? Yeah. Yeah, we have a WhatsApp group. Once you are registered as a member, you will be added to either the Rakan group or Telegram. But we prefer that you be added to Telegram, because that's where we put our official announcement. This is WhatsApp, right? We have our WhatsApp group. There you go. This is WhatsApp. So you see, we have a lot of members there. But the problem with WhatsApp is there's a cutoff, there's a limit. And that's why we started a Telegram group as well. Right? So for announcements and so on, it's good to be in the group. Can we have a look at the, yeah, that's Rakan U3A. Yeah, so we will add you in once you have signed up as a member. Yes, could we just look at the Telegram group? I think most of you know how to use WhatsApp, right? So it's the same thing. Telegram might be a bit new to some of you. So to be added, you have to have Telegram. You have to join Telegram. Then we can add you or invite you to come in. Yes, that is really more our official kind of you know, platform where we make announcements, post announcements, and so forth. Right. So I think with that, I've more or less covered all the 4 social media platforms. So now you know where to look for information. Yes, website, our Facebook, and if you are a member, you can join our Rakan or Telegram, and there you can also post questions to be answered. Right, I hope that is clear. You can ask questions a bit later, right? So we're going to move on now. I'm going to invite the next, our AJK, Chok Ling. She is in charge of membership. Now, I know that there are some people here who are very interested in joining, but they are not quite sure what the procedure is. and whether there are any terms and conditions, eligibility, and so forth. So we have Chok Ling here to explain to you, to guide you through. And Chok Ling has been, handling membership for how many years, Chok Ling? You're muted, you're muted.
Since 2015.
Wow, since 2015. So here is our expert, on membership. So yeah, she will guide you through, and then later you can ask the questions, okay?
Okay. Hi, good evening. I'm Chok Ling. As Lily said, in charge of membership for the last few years. Roughly, I will go through as to the type of memberships that we have. We, in actual fact, in U3A have 3 categories of membership. One is the ordinary member, another one is the associate member, and the third category is the life members. And for only 3 categories, to do the eligibility to become an ordinary member and associate member, they are similar in conditions, in the sense that if you are 50 to 54 years, you can apply for associate membership. And if you are 55 and above, you can apply as ordinary member. And if you have been an ordinary member for 2 years, then you are entitled to apply for life membership. Each of the membership category, there is a fee to it. To join the association, you will have to pay for ordinary and associate member the same rate at 25 ringgit per calendar year. I have questioned people asking me to say that I joined in July last year. My membership should be valid until July this year. No, I'm afraid any time of the year you join, it will be for a calendar year, which is January to December. And even if you join in November, December, your membership for that particular year expires at the end of 31st December. And in January 1, you will have to apply for renew your membership. So for those who want to join us, if they are 50 to 54, they can apply to for membership as associate member, paying 25 ringgit. And for ordinary member, if they are 55 and above, they apply for ordinary membership, also paying 25 ringgit. But for new members coming in, they will have to pay an additional 15 ringgit as an admin and processing fee for us. So it will be 40 ringgit if you are a new member, whether associate or ordinary member. And if after 2 years as an ordinary member, you apply to upgrade to life member, you have to pay a subscription rate of a one-time 150 ringgit. And to apply to become a member of either category, associate member or ordinary member, you have to fill up our online membership registration form. And this is a Google form. You just have to fill in. The details are quite easy because they are all in boxes, and you just fill in your whatever the details requested for, and you then upload your fees paid onto that page, and then you submit it in through Google, and we will then receive that form and we will process it, and you will be informed that you are formally a member of U3A. That's about all the eligibility and procedure for membership. If there are any further questions which I have missed out or whatever, you can ask me afterwards in our open Q&A. Thank you.
Chok Ling, could you please look at the form or guide them through the form as well?
Oh, okay. Manso, you want to put in the form for them to have a look, the Google form? Okay. It's a little small. But these are all very standard details. That is your name, your IC number, your they are in both languages, Bahasa as well as English, so you could read, and they are very simple, you know, very standard questions. But you will find that sometimes we do ask for things to whether you are a government pensioner or otherwise. That is because we do require such data for purpose for in case our ministry asks for us to know whether how many of the government pensioners are being involved, are members of U3A. Other than that, I think can you scroll up? These are very standard IC number, date of birth, whether your title, whether you are a Puan Siri or a Dato or whatever, your gender and your ethnicity. In ethnicity, we have got whether you are Chinese, Indian or Malays, or we have a category that is called Other Bumiputra, which is for people who are like Sabahan, could be a Bumiputra, not necessarily Malaysian, and others will be, if it is not listed as that, like we have got Sikh or rather Punjabis or Eurasian and all the other categories not listed, you can put it under others. Yeah. As for education, we also have got different groups which are primary, secondary, or tertiary, or professional, or vocational. You just tick on the column and you write down whatever it is that you have. Scroll down some more. That is the government pensioner I referred to. And then you put in your mailing address, your email address, handphone number, we require that. And it'll help us if you have any area of expertise that perhaps in future when you've been with us long enough and that you're willing to share, like we have a number of our members today who teaches us many things. Like we have got baking, some of our members who have become instructors like floral arrangements, and a few other courses, all done by our own members itself. Yeah. And of course, we need an emergency contact in case of any emergency. We will know who to contact in the event that you're attending a session and that something happened for whatever reason. Then we know who to contact in the relationship to the contact person. Yeah. We need your handphone. And here comes the membership category. If you are an ordinary member, like what I said just now, it could be that you will fill in and say associate member or life member. You cannot apply, sorry. Many years ago, up to last year, you could apply for direct membership as life member. But in 2021, we revised our constitution and that life member is only valid for people who have been ordinary member for 2 years. So that category, you cannot apply for direct membership into life member. I've covered just now 15 ringgit at one time. And then you have to pay.
Under proposal, right? Like I said, yes. Just now, yes.
Yeah, under proposal and the second, we are required by the ROS to have 2 proposal for you to become a member. And for most of the time, we and the AJK can be the proposer. So as Lily said, you just need to look into the committee, the EXCO, whichever the member you feel like you can just put it in and we will be happy to sponsor you to become a member. Fees are, as I said just now, 25 for ordinary and 25 for associate. But if you are a new member or if your membership lapsed for a year, let us assume that if you were a member in 2020 and you didn't renew your membership in 2021 and you are now coming back to us at 2022, you will be considered as a lapsed member. And if you are a lapsed member, you have to pay the additional 15 ringgit to readmit yourself as a new member, I mean, as an ordinary member or an associate member. You have to pay the 15 ringgit. And last but one would be to upload, which means that we require you to pay for your membership fee ahead of signing this form. You pay whether it is 25 ringgit, 40 ringgit, or 150 ringgit. You have to have the slip ready to be uploaded onto this particular file, this particular section which says add file. You will just then submit or upload your receipt payment for that particular section. And also we require a copy of your IC. You just need to take a photograph of your IC and submit it under the last column, which is add file, which is a copy of your IC. Yeah. And then you submit, and that we will get all the full details. Be assured that not many have access to the information. Only myself and people in who are responsible for membership, and our back room where we can see the form. It's all in the database. Yeah, PNC.
Okay, thank you, Chok Ling. We will reserve the questions later, right? In the Q&A. So moving on, I would like to invite Sophie. Sophie, you're here?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. Sophie actually designed the prospectus and and the schedule as well. So we have to thank her for all the hard work that she has put in, very professional, The rest of us are just senior citizens volunteering to help out, So yes, I'll call upon Sophie now to guide us through the prospectus. Thank you.
Hi, salam sejahtera. Welcome everybody. So apa kabar? Kita jumpa sekali lagi. So how's everybody? Hope everybody is keeping well. So thank you for taking your time for spend your effort and time for being with us today. Yeah. 大家你好，谢谢你们参加我们今晚上的webinar 呀。So 我就开始了。So let's proceed with our schedule. Yeah. So Mansell, can we have our cover? Yeah. So some of you might have seen our prospectus in our website and in our Facebook. Kan adalah nampak dekat kita punya Facebook, kita punya website. Our schedule tu actually quite simple lah. We maintain our previous courses and introduce some new one this year. Send all courses semua online, semua maya, except for two. That is a strength training and fitness gym. Yang lain tu tak ubah sangat lah. Biasa je kita ada 8 kumpulan. So we break down into 8. So like art and craft, as you can see, we have 10. And health, we have 3. And music we maintain ada 7, tapi adalah yang lebih lagi. Living skill we have 7. Language tu biasalah kita ada 3, Mandarin, Korean dan Japanese. Dan Islamic study tu biasalah kita ada akidah, surat, tafsir. Dan info communication and techno tu, our ITC tu kita ada 2 we have got 2 there. And other we have 1. So biasa ini ada yang baru ni, yes, the new one will be our Tai Chi training, our Tai Chi fitness, yeah. And then another one will be our keyboard are our new one, and guitar as well is a standard. So mari kita tengok kita punya schedule. Okay, as you can see, this year adalah sikit little bit of slight different. Upon request from our member, so we introduce some courses that runs through the year, sepanjang tahun ya. Sebab ada permintaan daripada member lah, dia nak setahun sepanjang tahun. Sebab dia kata kalau macam kursus 1 ke 2 course ke nanti lupa, dia balik tu dia lupa, dia kata sudah semua return to instructor. So kita ada yang pilih berapa untuk continuous sepanjang tahun. There's a few of them that we continue the whole year through, like Mandarin is a whole year, ukulele will be whole year, guitar whole year, like Tai Chi tu kena whole year lah. Ini baru ya, sebab kita exercise tu kena whole year lah kan. Yang keyboard ni baru ya, baru pun whole year juga, sebab kalau kita belajar tu nanti kita stop, nanti kita lupa lah, macam ukulele jugalah kita ya. So our course tu biasa dia run, yang lain tu dia apa tu 2 hour lah. Our course we run once a week for 6 weeks and 2 hours per week ya. Kita semanyaknya 6 minggu, seminggu tu 2 jam ya, 2 jam. Yang kalau ada course yang seperti macam jelly tu, delicacy tu, batik tu dia 3 jam lah, sebab dia kena tambah, sebab dia ada on hand, so kena 3 jam, 2 jam tak sempat tu. So dia tu 4 minggu so it's 3 hours for 4 weeks lah. Macam yang ada yang 1.5 hour like ukulele tu, dia tu memang 8 week lah. So yang ada tu 1 jam. Yang gitar tu dia kena 1 jam lah. Kalau panjang sangat nanti tak ingat sangat kan. So itu 12 minggu lah. Basically total tu per course 12 jam. Ya, 12 hour per course. That's total total 12小时啊，每一个 course 12小时。So yang kita tengok kan semua ini online semua online except for 2 aja. Yang tadi saya kata tu 2 strengthen training dengan gym. Yang itu ada venue dia kena tu face to face lah. Yang lain tu kalau kita scroll up sikit tu Cik Mansur Yang lain tu semua biasalah kita 6 week lah. But you nampak duration tu dia ada tak ada clash Kita cuba tak ada clash. Tak ada clash. Selain daripada yang training face to face tu dia ada 3 session. So you boleh pilih so you tak clash dengan kelas lain lah Okay. Just a reminder lah our AGM is on the 26th of March hari Sabtu kalau tu jemputlah kalau member-member jemput Adil So sekarang kita pergi ke kalender kita lah kalender kita Mansur kita pergi kalender kita sekarang kita online is ongoing registration kita dah start dah. So kalau minat tu cepat-cepat lah sebab ada kelas tu dia cepat penuh tu. Ada kelas tu they fill up, they fully book very fast, especially art class. So it's ongoing. Our class start from 7th of March. So selepas tu kita ada break ada semester break dekat Julai tu 2 minggu so it's a semester break for 2 weeks. Then we would continue back in August So we have a break there. So basically some of the class would be whole year through. So you have a break there. So as for our scope, basically our scope is quite straightforward and it's quite in detail. So if you feel that you can please visit our website. Our website you can see quite details and is particular then you can look what kind of class that you're interested is written there, what is the scope. So you can choose from there. It's all split out very clearly into 8 groups. So you can, if you have any question later, you can ask us later. So if Mansur, you can scroll up a bit. So you think, so we have quite a lot of courses there. So as for Tanga art, we have the basic, then we continue to the more advanced. So as for ceramic, ceramic is because it is online, so we are going straight to intermediate. So we need a bit those who have basic because you need to know the texture of the clay. So that's why we only introduce straight to intermediate. Flora has been quite in fact somebody would ask how are you going to have online on Flora. In fact, well, you have to see our past year member. They really did a very nice bouquet out through online learning. You'll be surprised. Through online learning. And 3D drawing is our new one. This is quite interesting one. 3D drawing, charcoal, we have charcoal. And then we are line sketching. All the art class are very popular. So if you are interested, you have to be quick, quite sign up cepat sign up. So sebab kita ada maximum ada maximum. Kalau maximum dah sampai kita stop lah Batik pun sama juga kita terus ke intermediate So kena adalah sikit basic ada sikit basic. So, mungkin ini ada member dia tanya, can ke batik ke online? Tapi instructor tu dia memang sekarang dia ngajar online juga. So dia sudah mahir lah. Dia kata okay, no problem, can do online. So don't worry lah. Dia ada experience online. Okay. Healing Sing tu ini, ini is the old one. Yeah, you continue. Act or emotion, there's the old one. Tai Chi. Basically, Tai Chi is Tai Chi because Tai Chi is a Hanyu called Tai Chi, but actually it's Tai Chi. It's the same. So there are who ask us what is Tai Chi and what is Tai Chi. So they are the same. So one is a Hanyu Pinyin translate. One is the known Tai Chi. So this a new one is run all year through. So there won't be a gap. So if you start exercise, it's all year through, yeah. So we have DS, which is very popular. So now that everybody needs to know how to use a handphone, actually, do you realize now that your handphone is your passport? It's actually a passport. Without your handphone, you can't go anywhere. So basically, wherever you go, even you want to order a meal, you need to use a handphone to scan the menu now. So here is where you learn basically on how to use all the Googles, all the apps. Yeah, this is very popular. Yeah, and then we have the technology. Yeah, this is to our future. We learn about how to do 3D painting, cloud computing. This is into the future. So we as senior, we need to gain some knowledge. If you're gonna ask youngster, they'll tell, okay, pass a handphone to me, I'll do it for you. So in a way here, you can sort of, yeah, we know your own hand. Yeah, okay. So now we have Mandarin. Mandarin we have continuous as well, all the year through. So throughout the years, ya, sepanjang tahun. So tak ada gap lah, sebab dulu kita ada gap. So dia orang kata bila dia stop 2-3 minggu dia lupa. So they forgotten. They said they have to start all over again when we start our semester. So we decided to have it throughout the years. Yang Korean tu biasalah, Japanese, ya. So yang herbal gardening, DIY ni very famous juga. So handy lah kalau tahu macam mana a bit of DIY at home, yeah. So entrepreneur, this is also very one of the popular one. Declutter, basic jelly art. Okay, people might ask how to learn basic jelly art online. Is this our instructor is very dedicated. She will show you really step by step and you won't miss it. And you have to see their members' result last year. They in fact have been starting doing jelly cake for sending for birthday for people and for their friends. So you'll be surprised. Yeah. So if you are interested, yeah, do join. And then we have our living our best year. This one, our instructor, Lily Fu herself. This is a new course. Lily Fu herself will be the instructor. Yeah. So now we have ukulele. Ukulele, we have ukulele 1, 2, 3, 4. So guitar, we have beginners. We split into beginners and intermediate. Yeah? So it's all year through. This one is whole year through. Keyboard is a new one as well. It's all year, sepanjang tahun. So you won't worry that if you have a gap, you forget. Yeah? So basically that's about all. We have a senior sing on the last one. So and for the online registration, I shall leave it for my Quilin. Is it Quilin? Yeah. Yeah, the next AJK. So setakat lah kat sini Sophie cerita pasal schedule lah. I pass over the floor to Lily.
Okay, thank you very much, Sophie. That was really a long explanation, but very detailed. So I hope that those who are listening in will understand what to do and how to select your courses and so forth. So many courses for you to choose from. We keep on adding and the popular ones always come back. Yeah. So as Sophie said, please don't wait because the art classes are filling up very, very fast. Right. Yeah. So moving on, I'm going to invite our next AJK who is in charge of courses. She will tell you a little bit more how it works. Right, Queen Ling, over to you.
Thank you, Lily. Welcome everyone. Um, Actually, between Chokling and Sophie, almost everything has been covered. But I'm just reiterating and re-emphasizing on the things that we need to look out for. Now, Chokling has actually covered membership. To register for our course, you need to be a member. So please register as a member before you go register for courses. Okay, once you become a member, then it's easy. Uh, just like membership, we had a course registration form online, and it's just very easy. Just take the box. But there is a few things that you need to look out for. First, like I say, you need to be a member before you can register for your courses. Two, all payment has to be made, completed before the courses start. Yeah, and I'm just counting down the line. Three, all fees are not refundable, and they are not transferable as well. Okay, of course, all courses are subject to minimum number. If the number doesn't achieve a certain packs, we may have to cancel the course. As well as if it's too, there's also a maximum number. So if the course is full, then we cannot admit more. So please run through the prospectus that Sophie has run through with you. Decide on the courses that you like, and register as soon as possible to avoid disappointment. There are popular courses that are being snatched out in the first month or so. Yeah, so please register once you have decided what courses you want to take. Now, this year courses are all on Zoom, so there will sorry, most all the courses are on Zoom except for two courses, which is the strength training and the fitness gym. Yeah, that too will be physical, so you don't have to worry about what happened when the SOP is lifted and you go back to physical class. For this year, everything is on Zoom, other than the strength training and fitness gym. Yeah, and the other thing that okay, I think that's the only reminder I have to tell you. And once you decided what courses to go, calculate how much you have to pay. The treasurer later will explain to you how to calculate the fees, pay the fees, keep the receipt for your payment, and then come to this form, which is here. Okay, fill up the form, take the courses that you want, and attach the payment that you have made. Yeah. Now, if you go to the next, yeah. If we run down the form, of course, the basic information will be repeated, like your name, your membership status, your IC number, your handphone number, your email. These are all for us to send official receipts to you, contact you to inform you when classes, to remind you when classes is starting, what happened to the status of the classes. If you have not enough members, we might have to defer or we might have to postpone. So these are very important information that you have to put in. Thereafter, all the classes are then segregated into arts, leisure, different category, art and craft. The next one is information and technology, living skills, music and dance, health, Islamic studies, languages, and adult development. All right. Now, there are courses that's running throughout the year, and you might be asking, can I skip the 1? I want to go straight to 2, or I want to go straight to 3. Normally, my advice to you is, unless you are very good, then you move on to 2 or 3. But if you are not sure, because different instructor teaches differently, no matter how much you have already learned, there might be something that you have not learned. So when you go to the second class, when the instructor goes on, you're like, oops, what is this? I have not learned this before. And it is a tough catch up in that sense. So adopt the attitude of, never mind, if I've learned it before, I take it as a refresher. If I've not learned it before, I learned it. So when you go to the next level, yeah, then you know what is happening, because when the class is continuation, all the classes will be whatever is taught in the first class, it will be carried forward in second class. And it's the continuation. So if you miss the first class and you don't know what's happening, you might find it difficult to follow up on the second class, you know. But of course, then it's still back to your own self lah, because sometimes they ask, which class should I go, especially like music. Which class should I go, instead of basic 1, I want to go to 2. Is that possible? Of course it's possible, but like I say, because different instructor teaches differently, so there might be certain things that you might not have come across. Of course, there might be also things that you have already learned. So take that as a refresher, and take the things that you have not come across as what you learned in the course, so that when you come to the next class, you don't feel that you are not sure what the instructor is talking about, because that's very frequent, it happened. Yeah. So I think that's all I have to share on the courses and how to go about registering for the courses. Just remember, join as a member first, select the courses that you want, pay for it, and then fill out the form. Yeah. Thank you. I pass it back to Lily.
Thank you, Kui Ling. That was very well explained. I'm sure, you know, any confusion, any questions have been answered by Kui Ling. Moving on, I shall now call upon our treasurer. She will guide you through the fee structure and how to calculate how much to pay for the courses you have selected. Over to you, Caroline.
Hi, Lily. Hi, good evening, everybody. Thank you. Cik Mansur, can you please help me to show the prospectus, the second last page, page 10 of 11. So as Mansur is booting up, you know, for the prospectus, so what I'll do is I will share some practical tips, and then I will also explain the structure, and then I will also share how I do it personally, because I'm not very good in terms of IT. My eyes is also getting blurred. And there are so many pieces on the prospectus, so I'll be sharing some practical tips lah. Okay, so first of all, if you can actually download and print the prospectus, that would be ideal, so that you have a hard copy to be referring to lah. If you don't have, then maybe I will just share how I actually do it. Yeah. The first part here, Chok Ling has actually explained. Okay, in terms, no, Mansur, go the one has online registration. Yeah, this one. Yeah. So Chok Ling has actually explained in terms of membership, the different categories. So as Kui Ling has also said, step 1 is make sure that you are a member. And then depending on the criteria that the Chok Ling have explained, then you decide whether it is how much you have to pay, whether it is 40 ringgit or 25 ringgit. So if you look at this part under membership, the big capital word membership, it says that, Mansur, a little bit down, that on the left-hand side membership, it says, okay, you calculate what is the total fee and then make payment. The key is make payment first. And then I would strongly suggest write down on a piece of paper what is the bank account number. Because when we get in and out, you know, and then we forget what's the account number, that's where we get confused. So a little bit further down, towards the end of this page, Mansur, please. Just a little bit down, just a little bit further. Yeah, down, banking details. There it is. All right. So write down, this is the bank account number, CIMB number 8080216950. So write it down somewhere. It's easier instead of going back and forth looking for the bank account number. All right. Now, then once you have done this, okay, then you have to make an online payment. Okay, online payment, because everything is just online now. Yes, you can do a transfer to ATM. Okay, now but remember, you must keep the slip. If it's an ATM banking in, please write your name, your information about you, right, so that you can actually attach at least your name, you know. attached to the forms. That form just now that Shok Ling has shown. Towards the end of the form, it says, please upload. Now, if it's an ATM, how do you upload? Then what I do, I'm not very IT savvy, but that's what I do, and it has been quite successful. I have to take a photo of the ATM slip, so then it becomes a digitized document, and then I can actually attach to it when I do the application, the Google form, as Shok Ling shown just now. So that's the membership. Now on the courses, okay, first thing is, of course, go through all the courses that Sophie have explained. Understand what course that you want to do, look at the timetable, whether it fits into your date, then begin to choose what courses you want. So that's important. Choose what courses you want. Now, how I do it is, there's so many courses, so I will go through and then I begin to mark it, and then I look at the dates, you know, and then I sort of kick out those dates that I cannot because I'm busy, you know, and left with whatever dates. So I choose how many courses. All right. Now then, Manso, can you please go down a little bit to the next page, the beginning of the next page? Okay, now these are the fee structure, the group ABC, Manso, please. Okay, so we have group A, that is adult development and aging, ADA, you know, we call it for short ADA, is 10 ringgit per course. When we look at the course outline, you will then realize that they're actually over 6 weeks, and each week has a different subject matter. So this is a very good course. It gives an overview of adult development and aging. So this is group A. Group B are all other courses that's not A, you know, and the other two below, which is HEA 05 and HEA 12. So any other courses is not A and not HEA 05 and HEA 12, they are 80 ringgit per course. All right. I will skip C, I'll come back to it later. Now HEA 05, there's a fitness gym, and it starts in April. It is 100 ringgit per course. And then later when you look at, you know, the dates, you will then also realize course runs twice a week for 6 weeks of an hour per session. Yeah, so that's what the course mean. HEA 12 strength training is 120 ringgit per month, not per course, per month, and it starts in March. And the monthly cost is the course runs twice a week of an hour per session. So these are the two unique courses, HEA 05 and HEA 12. So I repeat, Group A is 10 ringgit for ADA. Group B are all those that are not in A, nor HEA 05 or HEA 12. HEA 05 is 100 ringgit per course. HEA 12 is 120 ringgit per month. Now, C is a combo, it's a package deal. All right, it is any courses that is in Group A. Any 3 courses, that means it's a group of 3. When you sign up, it has to be signed up together as a group of 3 that is in B. Meaning, cannot be in A, cannot be HEA 05, cannot be HEA 12, right? Second is all these 3 courses must be registered together. And third is only one package per member per year, not per semester, per signing up or whatever, per calendar year. Everything in U3A is per calendar year, 1st of January to 31st December. Membership is that way, and the combo, the 3 course package works that way. So how to qualify? Number 1 is sign up 3 courses in Group B. All 3 must be registered together, and it's only one package per member, right? So we have a little bit of a calculator below just to illustrate how to calculate. Now, this is an example, and how I do personally is I need pen and paper because I'm not so changgeh. I cannot do everything digitally. So I would then write down how many courses, whether it's ADA, that means it's only one. Let's say if I want 3, you know, what are the 3 that the combo I want to take advantage of? If I want HEA 05 and HEA 12, you know. So example here, the first line, the first row, reading across horizontally. Assuming you sign up for ADA and only one course in B, then you don't have a combo. So it's 10 ringgit plus 80 ringgit, so 90 ringgit. All right. Another example, if you sign up for 3 courses, 1 is ADA and 2 is the B courses, so it's 170, 10 plus 170. All right. So let's skip down to maybe line number 6. 6 here means 6 courses. 1 is ADA, right? And I wanted to take advantage of the 3, okay? So 1 plus 3 is 4. And then I have a balance of 2 under course B. So that is 10 ringgit plus 160 plus 180 is 350. So I will have to do the calculation first for me lah, on paper, do my calculator, you know, key in, then, okay, this is the amount, example, 350. So on the paper, I will know how many, what courses, I have got the code, you know, and then in total 350, I need to pay. Okay, then I stop. Then now I have to do the paying process, which is the online paying. Then I will do to my bank account, online paying. And then if I need help from my son or, you know, daughter, I may ask them to help me. So they do the online. Then that's end of one process. Then the second process is I have to go to Google Form to do the course registration as Quickling has illustrated. And then I fill up all the information. Towards the very end, I have to upload. Now, if it's an online transfer, at the end of the transfer, if you do a screenshot, they will show you what you have transferred. Screenshot of the successful transfer. So that screenshot is what you upload. If it's an ATM, like I say, take a photo, take a picture of it, then it becomes a digitized document, then you upload. That's how I do. The phone I'm using is Samsung, so I understand that different phone may have a different way of doing it, but I think the concept is the same. Is the key is to get the digitized document so that it can be uploaded. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's what I can share so far. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Caroline. Very, very well explained. To me at least, because it's very familiar to me, having been a member for so many years. Yes, but for the new applicants, right, you might want to be careful about how much calculation, because as mentioned earlier, we do not give refunds. Yeah. So if you're not sure, just contact any of us. All the details are there, who to contact, what the numbers are, and so forth. So I think we've come to the last part, which I think many of you are waiting for, because I can see in the chat box a lot of burning questions that you are waiting to ask us. So how we'll do this is this, depending on the kind of question that the question you ask, we will direct it to the relevant person to answer. Would that be okay? And the chat box, we also have 2 AJK, keeping an eye on the questions in the chat box. If we miss any, they will remind us of it. So what you would like to do is, if you have a question or a comment or a suggestion or an idea, just unmute yourself and speak out or type in the chat box. Shall we have the first question? We have some questions in the chat box, right? So let's have a look, scroll the questions. Zainal, have you identified any? Yes.
Yes, the first question is from Shen Mi.
Yes.
And she was to join Mandarin 2. The second question is whether she can pay a quarterly payment or must pay annually.
Chok-Ling, maybe you can answer the first question about Mandarin.
I don't get the question. Can you repeat?
WhatsApp? Okay. Hi, I'm Shen Mi.
Yep,
Ah.
Yeah, I think the answer, it was answered quite clearly just now, because I was asking if I can skip the basic Mandarin and go straight to Mandarin 2. Yeah, because I was thinking of taking another course, so I didn't want to be so overly loaded. But I understand where she's coming from, because it's a continuation of the courses. So I'm okay with that.
Okay, good.
That question already. But I have another question, you don't mind?
Go ahead.
How soon after registering will we get an acknowledgement so that we can apply for courses?
Usually a couple of days, you should be able to get an answer quickly if your
membership and payment of courses. Yeah.
If it is relating to membership, then it would be a couple of days, because we have to wait for the Google form to arrive, and then we verify that everything is in order, that you have made payment and so on. Then you will get the official receipt telling that it has been accepted, and you will then be able to apply for the course registration then.
So we still have to wait for a few days at least, because I applied yesterday.
Yeah, I believe you could, because we have to wait, because you can submit it in if you want to the course, but if you have your membership has not gone through, it hasn't been approved, you will not be able to get clearance for the course membership.
Okay.
I mean, sorry, course registration.
I see. So how long you estimate that we need to wait before we get back to you to double check whether you have missed out our application or something like that?
Quileng, official receipt?
No, I think in this case here, generally the backend office works every day to make sure all the Google Forms comes in and is being processed. If it's a straightforward, there's no underpayment, overpayment, unclear bank clearance, if they can verify all those, then it should be very straightforward, and the official receipt will be sent out within the month, within the week. But having said that, I think in this case here, once you submitted in, I think you should be able to do your course registration, because membership is very straightforward. If you do have some problem with membership, Choklin will call you personally. That's why the phone number is very important to iron out whatever issue there is, So I think in this case here, you can, once you submitted your membership, there's no reason why you cannot submit your course registration.
Okay, because you are saying that some are fully taken and also
because of some of the popular courses, there are maximum number and they might be taken up already. So in this case here, we say we don't see a problem with memberships approval and all those, as long as payment is correctly done.
Sometimes it's online.
Sometimes it's being held back is because sometimes they do a gyro transfer, which takes 3 days to clear. And therefore, Choklin can never approve your membership because the money hasn't come into our bank yet, So when you submit your your course registration, of course I can't process because Choklin will tell me, no, I haven't received the money for membership, So the people's are advised to use instant transfer rather than gyro, which take 3 days to clear, and also if there's any clarification to be made, Choklin as a in charge of membership will call the new member or the members concerned, and even Sophie will call the person concerned regarding fees on the courses and all those things, or even myself, we will call just to clear up so that we don't have any backlog.
I see. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Karen, your question answered as well. Another question from Lydia Tay. She wants to know if any instructors are in this discussion today.
Yes, I think Tai Chi Master is with us. If there are any question relating to Tai Chi, they are welcome to post a question to Sifu Yip.
Yes, I'm an instructor. I'm an online.
Lydia, could I just ask you whether there's any particular reasons why you would like to know whether any instructors are online now?
Oh yeah, I thought if they are here, then if there's a course that I'm interested in, then I could ask them some questions.
Oh, I
But
see.
only Tai Chi instructor is here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. All right, thanks.
Okay.
Okay, Karen Ku also was asking, is there a possibility of physical classes?
No, this year all courses will be
And
held via Zoom.
yeah, face to face.
Yeah, except for strengthening training and fitness gym.
I think, related to this question is a question that, what happens if right now is online? Yeah. And then sometime later on, it becomes like physical. But some of them have already signed up from out of state. So what will happen then? Would anybody like to take this question?
I think as mentioned, we did say that for this year,
Yeah.
all courses will be online, except for strengthening training and fitness gym. So there will not be a case of I sign up for the course now and then suddenly you change it to face-to-face. We will not, for this year at least, we will have all online.
I agree.
Okay, so all of you who are listening in, new applicants, you can confidently sign up, knowing that the whole year it will be online. Yes.
Yes.
Kan Hui Lin was asking, she wants to pay her membership for 2 years in straight away.
In advance.
Caroline, would you
Yeah,
like
I'll
to
take
take
I'll take that question. No problem. Actually, if you find that convenient, the first year, of course, Shotlink will process, and then it becomes that year's fee, 40 ringgit. And then if you pay the next 25, we will take it as a credit. It will be written very clearly in your OR. So next year it will be used to, but you need to remind us as well, in a sense, when I say remind means the next year when we have a Google membership form, you also need to submit, and then you attach the OR as your payment, because the OR will clearly say you have a credit of 25 ringgit.
Correct.
Yeah, I think it's convenient so that you, just in case you forget, right? I think.
Okay, thanks.
Just also asking, are there any exams for language courses? Lily has replied, but she also wants to know whether we learn reading, writing, and verbal communications for the 3 languages courses that we have.
I think for this question, I will direct it to Chotling. She's been handling Mandarin for many, many years.
For the Mandarin course, initially it is all conducted with Hanyi pinyin, which is the Romanized version for the Chinese characters. But as we go into the second and the third and the fourth, it will all be learning Chinese characters, and you will be moving away from Hanyi pinyin. So when you are at course 4, level 4 or level 5, you probably will be seeing very little of Hanyi pinyin and more of the Chinese characters. I'm not sure about Korean and Japanese because I'm not involved in those 2 languages. Whoever is convenient of those will have to take a question for Korean and Japanese.
May I ask a question related to Mandarin? Sure. I have some basic knowledge of Mandarin. So I wouldn't want to start at level 1. So how do I know which level I can start? Level 2, 3, 4? Would the instructor be able to give a placement test to determine the student's level?
I'm afraid we do not do a placement test or any test for that matter, because if you read the instruction you read the scope tells you very clearly what are the levels. If you think you are confident in attending a particular level, you can join in on that level. But like Quilling said earlier, that if you join in, say at 2 or at 3, let's say you join in at 2 because you think that you know. However, if you miss out on certain things that the instructor were to teach us at A, basic, and you are not fluent, you will then find at a loss as to what it was taught in level 1. So, and if you do attend level 2 or 3, the chances are if you miss that and you ask question and the instructor has to go over it, which is a waste of time for the people who have done level 1. That you have missed out because you didn't sign up for level 1. So that is very disruptive for the students. So it would be encouraged for you to sign up level 1 for any of the courses, because it helps them for you to know what is the foundation or the beginning of the course, because it is a carry-on course. Does it help?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, the next one is from
Already answered.
Karenku also answered. Now there was a question from for the strength training. Do we have to pay it every month, the fees?
Oh yes, you have to pay every month, month. But the first month you register for it through the registration form. Yes.
It goes month by month, is it?
Yes, month by month. But the first month, you sign up through the registration form, the course registration form, right? It's listed there. And I think there's a question here also. It says, can I sign up quarterly instead of for the whole year?
Yes.
Quarterly for which particular course are you talking about?
Basically is because I'm thinking of example like the keyboard, but I'm not sure whether I can actually cope with it. So if I were to sign up for all the for the whole year, what happened if I decided that I cannot continue? So I'm asking whether I can just take the first quarter, like the first level first, before considering signing up for the next few lessons.
Over to you, Sophie.
I can also take the questions.
Oh, okay, because I thought Sophie is a convener for keyboard. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think you can do that. But having said that, you please bear in mind that because we have a maximum number of participants, so if you do not book your, I call it book your place, yeah, you have done your level 1, now you want to go to level 2, but level 2 is full, so then we cannot accept you for level 2 because it's really full, so generally what we do is, if we are interested in the course, especially like the keyboard that you talk about, right, we start from level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, it all continuation, so that you follow through and you know what is happening. Yeah, but of course we have people who say, oh, I know keyboard already, I can play songs, so I don't need to, so then they go into level 2, level 3, and they fill up the places. So then we'll say, sorry, we cannot accept you even though you have been in level 1, but because you didn't sign up, level 2 is filled. We had these cases we had this case last year with one of our art classes. Yeah, they taught level 1, level 2. I better sign up level 1 first lah. Level 2, I decide whether I want to continue or not. But by the time level 2 come around, they find that they cannot go into level 2 because level 2 is already filled up. So you will risk not being able to get a place for that. Yeah, and I think there's another question relating to this. I hope I answer your questions.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think someone asked, I have a piano at home, can I, but not a keyboard, can I sign up for the keyboards? Of course you can. I think the keyboard has a lot more function. As maybe level 1, you can learning how to play on your left hand and your right hand, you can use the piano. But when the instructors start explaining about the functions of each of these buttons on the keyboard, your piano will not have it. Yeah, so you will miss out on that part. Like the instructor will perhaps say, okay, now with your keyboard you can have the sound of the grand piano. Oh, for you always, a piano is a piano. The instructor says, now let's try the percussion from the keyboard. Your piano will not be able to have the percussion. But of course you can still continue with the class and say, okay, I make do without percussion now because my piano is a piano. All I want to know is, I want to know the theory, I want to know how to play the piano, the left hand, the right hand, and that's it lah. So it's not an issue to use your piano for the keyboard classes lah.
I hope that answers the question.
Yeah.
I think there were questions on cancelled courses, right? Or full courses. What happened when they have paid up?
Caroline?
Okay. I think the fundamental or underlying concept is whatever that is paid is not refundable and not transferable. So there are some very popular and hot courses. So that's why we say, please sign up ASAP. Now, if in the unfortunate, after you sign up something and then it's really full, so you will probably, with no choice, you have to find another course. So we have another process that you actually has got to transfer to another course. Yeah. Because there's no refund. Yeah. So to avoid disappointment, please sign up quick, because classes are filling up very fast.
If I may add on to Carolyn's explanation, normally what we do is, because we actually monitor the number of registration, when the registration is full, you will find that you cannot find the course in the registration form. It will be dropped off. You know, so of course, having said that, there might be some timing issues, like you could be the next one after is full, and we haven't removed that course yet from the form, and therefore, like Karen said, you might have to then transfer it to another course. But once we reach the number of maximum pack, that particular course will be automatically dropped off from the course registration form, and you will not be able to find it in the form. Yeah.
Ahmad Gal, are you there? Does that answer your question as well?
What about those courses that are cancelled due to short number of participants or registrants?
Ahmad Gal was asking, if I find that I like the course, he's signing up for Mandarin 1. But if he says, if I like the course and can cope, I'd like to continue with Mandarin 2 and 3. But the problem is the class 2 and 3 may be full. That's how, yeah. So it's best for you to enroll for all 3 courses.
Yep, correct.
Right, good.
Yep.
I think there's a question from BG that says, for Chinese paintings, calligraphy, where to get the materials? Okay, because we have experience with MCO and online classes, this is our second or third time on online classes, so that can be easily solved. The instructor for Chinese painting and calligraphy incidentally has a site, has a shop as well as sells online. Yeah, so if you are in KL, you can pay his shop a visit, or if you are out of town, you can actually goes to the his online store to get it. Of course, if you don't want to get it from him, you can get it from any other online shop. Yeah.
Okay, move on.
Yes, let's move on. The next question.
Bibi, Mandarin include Hanyu Pinyin. Yes, answers. Yes, I already answered that one.
Oh, the next one. Since the classes are online.
Asking if we can get the recording of the classes.
Usually, as we said, we do not do recording respecting our instructors, because they may use similar material for following years instructions. So it is in respect to them that we do not do recording, and also at the same time, the members will just have to seek assistance from their classmates if they need notes, but the instructors normally will give notes for each week's lesson, but no recording.
I think at this point, I would also like to add that once you have registered for a particular course, we will be setting up a WhatsApp group for that particular course.
Yeah.
And that is where you can help each other, exchange notes or even images or video, whatever. And in many of these WhatsApp courses, right, groups, the instructor himself or herself will be there as well. So you can always ask her questions about anything to do with the course. So this is the WhatsApp course group that we'll be setting up once we have ready to start the course.
Okay, next question came from EC. I hope EC, the question answered.
Yet to receive acknowledgement.
EC, can I answer this one? EC, you said you signed in on the 16th, yeah? May I know your full name, please?
Edna Mary Choi.
Edna.
Edna Mary Choi. So this one, can I get back to you? I'll check my record because I don't seem to see your record here. So if you can WhatsApp to me, do you have, can I have your handphone, please?
I think I can get, because when I renew my membership on the 11th of February, it was very, the response was very quick. I got it in my email.
Yeah.
And then on 16, I did the Google. I did exactly what you explained just now. And up to now, I never got any acknowledgement. So I'm just wondering.
So you have received our email from the membership?
For membership, yes, renewal.
Yeah. So okay, on the course side, yeah?
Yes.
So I'll check your record. If you can give me your handphone, please.
Never mind. I will. Your phone number.
Okay,
is
you
on
can
your...
contact me. Yeah. You can contact me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll check it through.
I'll take the next question on Japanese, asking whether hiragana and kanji. For Japanese level 1 or Japanese language 1, it's written there in the prospectus. There will be introduction to hiragana or katakana, and also there will be some introduction to kanji. Yeah, so it will go to, the teacher will teach, but it is at a very basic level. So there will be some teaching of writings, Japanese writing. Kanji has got a writing that is based on Chinese character. And then level 2, it will be a building on the foundation of level 1. Yeah, because level 1 is a basic level. And then Japanese language 2 is written here as level 1 of fun study in Japanese language. So in short, yes, there will be teaching of hiragana and kanji.
Okay, I think I'll take the next question regarding strength training. The question is, for strength training classes, can we stop anytime if we don't wish to continue? Of course, you can, as long as you pay for that month, right? Complete it, or if you want to stop halfway, you may do so.
So my question is, can I be in the waiting list?
Waiting list for?
Strength training? Because I understand that two of the groups are already closed, but I would like to queue for one of the group. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, you can. You just have you contacted me about this?
I put a WhatsApp. I'm not sure who answered.
Okay, all right, okay. So what I can say is that I will contact you. Let's see, shall I give you my phone number as well so that you can contact me, and I will talk to you personally about this. Okay, so my number here. Anyone wants to take up the next question while I...
Do we know if the particular class already closed?
Welcome. Yes, answer is yes. Mega Sivaram. Answer is yes. Sign more also, okay.
Thank you very much. My number is there, so if you have any questions, you can contact me. Yes.
Can I answer the question from Jenny Tang, who asked, for the Mandarin course, do I have to sign up for the full course from 1 to 5, and how much will that be? You don't have to. It's an option that you can sign up 1, 2, 3, or you can sign up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's up to you. And each of them will be at 80 ringgit. But if you use your special package of 3, then the first 3 Mandarin courses can be at 180 ringgit for the first 3 courses. That is if you're not signing up for any other courses. That the option is yours. Yeah? Does that answer your question, Jenny?
I think we can move on.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Choi.
Okay.
Next one.
They
Highland
don't want to continue.
How do we know if the particular class already full?
Like Quilling said just now, the cost, when it's full, it'll be dropped off from the course registration form. It will no longer appear. You cannot register for it if it's full. Correct, Quilling?
But then, sorry, can I interrupt? But then if we have paid for it and we then knew that the class is full, how do we go about it? Thank you.
Like Caroline says, now that's very unlikely, and probably you'll be the, just the borderline case just before we drop off the course and you register, because we check it every day. So we will drop off the minute we have the number, we will drop off the course. So there might be a timing error where you happen to slip in before we drop off, So for cases like that, then we are very sorry, you have to transfer to another course law.
All right, thank you.
Suggestion, can you put a buffer to your cutoff just in case? Put a buffer there, to avoid all those,
But it's very seldom, I think it is very seldom that sometimes if we can accommodate, we might be able to accommodate, right? If we can. So I think it's very unlikely that it'll happen that we can bump people off just like that.
Okay, moving on. There's the next question, Zainal.
Chok Ling, can you answer the question from Margaret Yap?
Can she? Sorry, I'm not.
The question is, may I ask if I register as a member, can my hubby sign for course?
I'm afraid not, because the only members can sign up for the courses. But if you are attending the course and your husband sits next to you, I cannot stop it, can I? Because it's all through Zoom. But it is you who as a member can only sign up for the course. Ask your husband to become a member too. It's only 25 ringgit.
They'll have problems in assignments.
Sorry?
Problems in assignments. When you do assignment, you cannot submit two. You can only submit one.
Yes, yes, especially if it is relating to art and so on, painting and so on, then it will be difficult. Yes. I think definitely not each individual will have to sign on their own, register as a member and sign up for the classes. But we have had occasion where both husband and wife are members, but they sign in the Zoom together for using one device. That means two of them share the laptop because they didn't want the echo sound. Therefore, they share one laptop, but both husband and wife are members of U3A.
Margaret,
Those are the questions. I hope I've not missed any, Zarina.
They can ask, if they are online, they can ask.
I think I would like to refer to Mr. Yap Kim Wah. Earlier on, I saw you raise your hand. You have anything to ask?
Yeah, let them speak,
Unmute yourself. Yeah, Mr. Yap.
Yes, thank you, Lily. Can you hear me?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, yes.
I have typed in fact, I have typed my question in the chat box. Actually, I have problem in keying in my date of birth, meaning the years. The default year is 2022. Then I have to scroll from left to right every month for 68 years.
What's that?
I think for this question, Cik Mansur.
So I'm not sure. There must be a way where I can straight away type in the year instead of scrolling from left to right.
Yeah. Okay. What happens basically is the form is Google form, but yes. I presume you are accessing the form from your phone.
Okay. Unfortunately,
it depends on the phone because Samsung has its own browser. Xiaomi, for example, has its own browser, so they behave differently.
I see. So it's a technical problem.
So it's a phone specific. But what you can do is there a year? There, I believe there is a year. You click on the year, then you can select which year.
I tried to click, but then nothing happened. So maybe it's a technical problem of the phone. As you said,
yeah.
different phone operating different method. So anyway, I tried to look into it. Okay.
What I can do is, because there are people who have gone through this before, and then we have ways that we have advised people to try. So if you can probably, if I can contact you later, then I can share so that you can try that, so that hopefully can save you time.
Okay, thank you, Manso.
Okay.
Okay, another question. This regarding the calligraphy. Maybe if one of you can help to answer this question.
Ling?
Yeah. What is the question relating to calligraphy?
Yeah. The apparatus or the stationery we need to get ready before the class.
Once the before the class start, like Lily has mentioned, we will set up a WhatsApp group for the calligraphy class. And before the class commences, the convener will then answer whatever your query. So if you say, hey, where do I get, what kind of material do I get? You know, the convener will then tell you
paper, ink, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. So they will tell you.
Okay. Thank you for the answer.
Thank you.
Since there are no more questions in the chat box, may I just call upon, we have an instructor here tonight with us, right? And I think it's a new course. So perhaps he can just say a few things about the course. Over to you, Mr. Yap.
Yes, thanks, Lily. Yeah, I was listening to most of your questions, and I think, very legitimate questions about levels and is it Zoom all the way and so on. As for myself, so I've just joined to offer my courses, and it runs for the year. The instructions will be in English. And to help answer some of those questions that pertain to Tai Chi, for the AJK to know also, is that I'm offering a complimentary class on Monday, which is the scheduled day for Tai Chi. But before the actual start, there will be a complimentary start. So, so that it'll be a good time to, ask for people who are questioning, have questions about, for example, the level. Some may have done some Qigong before, some Tai Chi before, and so on. And, any other relevant questions, they'd be welcome to take part in this complimentary class. The details can be, I think, gotten from the community. That's what I want to share for now. Thank you.
I've already done the flyer for it, and also the Zoom link has already been generated. We will be putting up this in our social media group, and you can. It's free, right?
It's free, yeah.
It's 1 hour on Monday, on Monday 9 to 10. This coming Monday. And it is exactly how I got into Mr. Yap's class, Sifu Yap's class. He gave a free preview. I attended and I liked it and I signed up. And I've been doing, following his class online for the last, I think since October, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Chok Ling is a convener for this. So Chok Ling is also able to answer some questions if you have questions for her.
So sorry, if you want to attend Mr. Yap's preview, complimentary class, how do we get the link?
Yeah, I will be posting it tomorrow on our U3A Facebook website as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
all right.
That's how. Check our Facebook; it'll be there. I didn't want to put it there right now because we want to have tonight's webinar done first before I post it up.
Yeah, Mr. Yap, I have a question. I have problem with my knees. I experience some pain sometimes walking up the stairs. So is Tai Chi suitable for people like me with problematic knees?
The short answer will be yes. And the reason is this, because whenever I have classes or sometimes I have a free preview thing, quite often, maybe 3 out of 10, will ask that question about the knee and knee pain, knee problem. And sometimes, it seems quite severe also, they may have a torn, this and that. But the answer is yes, because Tai Chi, as you may know, doesn't have these jerky movements. It's always smooth and smooth transition. So the general idea is that it will strengthen the knee, and the whole idea of Tai Chi also is that increased blood flow, and so you have a chance of healing the knee too, And that's what I find that after a few months or so, when I ask feedback from the students, they say, hey, yeah, my knee is better, my back is better, my, what is that called? Bone is better, and so on. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Was there a question?
There's a question from BB. Huilin.
Yeah.
Did you answer that one? From BB and Patricia.
Oh, I will answer Patricia one first, yeah. Patricia says the art classes are in the afternoon, which she has signed up, and if we do have a morning classes, can she change it to the morning class? For your information, Patricia, all the courses are scheduled as it is. There will not be any changes to the courses to the morning or to the afternoon, and vice versa, because the instructors will not be free, one, and two, our schedule cannot take it. Yeah, because all the classes have been lined up, so there's no way we're going to change from the afternoon classes to the morning classes, because the morning will have some other classes. Yep. So I hope I answer your question, Patricia. I know you go hiking in the morning and all those things.
Next one, Felicia Ng, similar, I think. Quite similar.
Patricia similar. Patricia Ng, I don't see.
Last one.
Pay for package and then decided to change the cost before it start.
I think possible.
If you have enrolled for and paid for package class, is then decided to change cost before it start, it is possible but not advisable. You know why? Because when you remember, we had the minimum pack and the maximum pack. So once you register, you are taking up a place. So the next person who want to register, the place is already taken up. So you might have caused the person who is interested not to be able to join the classes that they wanted, And then when you decided to change to another course, we can't tell people out there who's interested in the course that, hey, we have somebody who changed the course and therefore there is a place available. So you can, but it's not advisable, because you are taking up somebody else's place. If you get what I mean, yeah.
Okay, I think one last question. Can we have just one last question because of time constraint? Anyone? Well, if you do have, is there one in the chat box?
Then
no. So, okay, I think we will end here. However, after this, if you do have any further questions or inquiries, right, you know how to contact us. You can contact us on Facebook, put a comment there, or contact us. The prospectus has got all our numbers as well as our email address. So we are very prompt with answering, yes, for any questions you have. So the main thing here, to take away message here actually is, like Queenie has said so many times, Caroline as well, please register, sign up as soon as possible. Don't wait. The very first class will start on the 7th of March. And that is just, not even 2 weeks away. We are moving into March very fast. So please take note of that. Yes. And with that, Mr. President, any parting words? You're muted.
I'm sorry. Okay, thank you everyone for your attendance and your questions. We are looking forward for your coming to join our classes. Please tell your friends. You encourage your spouse to join as well. And we can assure you these courses will be going to be very, very interesting and very, very exciting. Okay, thank you everyone, and have a good night.